A message from Albert E. Carter from his book, The Miracles of Rebounding Exercise. Back in the late 1970s, a time when fitness trends were just beginning to evolve and the scientific exploration of movement was still in its infancy, my life was defined by a passion for movement. My journey, you could say, has been a series of fortunate bounces, each one building on the last. It started with a passion for movement. Not just any movement, but the kind that demanded strength, precision, and unwavering focus. I wasn't content to just dabble, I wanted to excel. So I threw myself into gymnastics, wrestling, and trampolining, and excelled at all three. Multi-state all-around gymnastics champion, wrestling accolades, and a trampolinist to be reckoned with. I pushed myself to the limits of what the body could achieve. I thrived on the discipline, the artistry, and the sheer exhilaration of mastering gravity. But life takes unexpected turns, doesn't it? My greatest joy came in starting a family. With my wonderful wife Bonnie, we built a life together, and soon, our family expanded with the arrival of our children, Darren and Wendie. It wasn't long before they were bitten by the gymnastics bug too, and that's where the real adventure began. We weren't your typical family. We became Gymnastics Fantastic. Bonnie saw how gymnastics brought our family together and had the brilliant idea to travel with our skills. We piled into our motorhome. Bonnie managed pretty much everything, from bookings to making sure costumes were ready, and the kids and I put on a show like no other. Darren demonstrated basic trampoline tricks, and Wendie wowed audiences with her acrobatic abilities. Together, Wendie and I did a comedy trampoline routine that always had the audience in stitches, and we concluded each performance with high-flying maneuvers, double somersaults, double twists, and suicide dives. We performed everywhere, schools, gyms, even outdoors, no matter the weather. I still remember bouncing on a trampoline on a flatbed during the Indy 500 parade, trying to stay upright while traveling at a snail's pace. But we did it, and we managed to reach 500,000 people on that tour. It was pure, unadulterated family fun, and it paid the bills, but it also sparked something deeper within me. Seeing my children develop their skills, their coordination, their sheer joy of movement, made me realize that there was something profound about the trampoline. It wasn't just about the tricks, it was about the way it stimulated their bodies, their minds, and their overall well-being. That's when the question started nagging at me. What was happening inside the body with each bounce? I knew there had to be more to it than just the fun factor. My scientific curiosity was piqued, and I had to find answers. So I dove into research. And that's when I realized something crucial. There was nothing to be found, no studies, no scientific literature, nothing that explored the potential health benefits of rebounding. It was all uncharted territory. Before me, the trampoline was just a source of fun, mostly something for kids to enjoy. But I was convinced there was more to it, and that conviction fueled my determination. I started exploring the relationship between gravity, cellular function, and the lymphatic system, relying on my understanding of the body honed through years of athletic training. I became convinced that the rhythmic acceleration and deceleration of rebounding had a unique ability to stimulate lymphatic circulation and enhance detoxification. It was as if each cell in the body was getting a workout with every bounce. But I knew that my observations and theories wouldn't carry much weight on their own. In the world of health and fitness, anecdotal evidence only goes so far. For rebounding to be taken seriously, it needed the backing of the scientific community. So I began to reach out to experts, sharing my findings and my assumptions. I was determined to get their perspectives and hopefully gain their validation. It wasn't easy. Some were skeptical, dismissing it as just another fad. But others were intrigued by the potential, the logic behind the idea of cellular exercise, and the potential benefits for lymphatic health and overall well-being. Their involvement was crucial. It gave rebounding the credibility it needed. The preliminary endorsements from respected voices in science and medicine were the first step in shifting public perception and opening the door for more in-depth studies, including the groundbreaking research that NASA would later conduct. I couldn't keep this to myself. I started lecturing, sharing my findings and these expert opinions with anyone who would listen. I wanted to spread the word about this incredible form of exercise that was accessible, affordable, and beneficial for everyone, regardless of age or fitness level. The more I researched, the more convinced I became that rebounding was a game changer. And that's when I knew I had to write it all down. I wanted to create a comprehensive guide that would empower people to take control of their health through this simple yet powerful exercise. Since there was nothing out there, it was up to me to lay the foundation. And so, the Miracles of Rebound Exercise was born. It was more than just a book. It was a culmination of my life's journey, from the discipline of gymnastics, wrestling, and trampolining, to the joy of family performances, the challenge of venturing into uncharted scientific territory, the crucial step of getting the scientific community involved, and finally the thrill of discovery. Now, as we stand in 2025, I look back on those early days with immense pride and gratitude. Every bounce, every performance, every lecture, and every conversation with those experts was a step on this long, rewarding path. I am proud to have played a part in bringing the benefits of rebounding to so many people and paving the way for a new era of accessible and effective fitness. Like and subscribe for more.